Welcome to the end. I'm Pysythe, and this is the final map of Mapocalypse, Through the Vale by Vidar and Shadowrath. 2 weeks ago, Dalaran's Council of Six received a message from Ranger General Sylvanas Windrunner, reporting ambushed caravans, murders, and abductions, graves being dug up in the night, and sightings of undead in the forests. She calls on the magical expertise of the magocracy of Dalaran. Kel'Thuzad and Kael'thas Sunstrider, two of the nation's ruling Archmagi, volunteer their knowledge and assistance. 2 weeks later, Prince Kael and Kel'Thuzad arrive in the beautiful and enigmatic forests of Quel'Thalas. Archmages, the men are ready to move out. Good, I was starting to become restless. How much further must we go until we reach Silvermoon, Prince Kael? Silvermoon City is still at least 3 days out. However, the village of Skyglade is close by. We should be able to arrive within the hour. I've arranged for an escort of Sylvanas' Farstriders to meet us. I see, I was intending to ask about this Ranger General of yours. Sylvanas Windrunner, she's a complicated person. She's a clever tactician and a driven and shrewd warrior. The two of you have a history, Prince Kael? Let's say she and I disagree on many issues. We've learned to put it aside for the sake of our people. Well, we should move out. I'd hate to leave our escort waiting. Agreed. Come on, let us be going. So we've got a cool-looking group of units here. These are 10 units total. Let's have a look at them individually. The Kirin Guardians have spell immunity, a healing flask that makes them regenerate when out of combat, and footman level attack on a much bigger body. That seems like a really good tank unit for what I assume is going to be decent attacking units. The Sentinel here is a ranged guy with searing arrows. Heavy armor means I need to be careful with them, though. Flamecaster, Firebolt, Incinerate, and Inner Fire. Solid selection of flaming things. And let's test fire this. That is a Fireball. Spellweaver is our anti-magic guy, it seems like. The Sigil of Dalaran restores 100 mana to all nearby units, and it has Spell Steal and Feedback. And then, let's look at our heroes. No starting items. Kel'Thuzad has Frost Nova, Frost Armor, Brilliant Aura, and his ultimate is Frozen Glacier, which freezes all nearby enemy land units for 15 seconds. We'll see if we get to level 6 on this map. But aside from that, you can really see the through line here between what he's got now and what he's going to have as a Lich, which is cool. And then Kael'thas, instead of Banish, has Arcane Barrage, which deals damage and stuns Wayne target. Looks like a Stormbolt, and his ultimate is specifically the Phoenix Alar. Really feels like everyone hates Banish. Every Kael redesign ditches it for something else. You never, see Banish in gameplay. At least not that often. I certainly have not cast Banish at any point during this event. Hi, you're a ghost. That almost possessed my unit. That was bad. Let's just drop a save. Nice bridge. You smell that? Smoke on the wind.
Yes, right away.
That's so QWERTY. I like that. Indeed, during the Second War, many regions of the Outer Vale were scorched by the Horde, but this was done recently. The smoke is fresh. And down here, we've got fresh fish. Let's throw out a Flame Strike. It just occurred to me after I cast that, I don't have to worry about friendly fire with that because the Kirin Guardians are spell immune. So my Flame Strikes won't hit them. And we didn't take very much damage, so I'm just going to leave that rune there while we take some ticks of poison. Tome of Intelligence. Let's go with you. 2 mages, 2 intelligence heroes.
I've been thinking. How may I serve?
Let's send the Kirin Guardian through these trees. Fighting in this is going to be awkward. Our tenders, what has become of them? They used to nurture our forests, now they attack us? I see, so they're not Trents like they normally would be, they're tenders. It seems these Ents have been tainted by the Grove's destruction. It would be wise to put them down. Cool stuff. I like how they look visibly charred too. With the black tint. Such desecration. That fire spear has some cool graphics on it. It's not the normal searing arrow like I was expecting it to be. Humans, cure, no matter. Their deaths will honor our master, Lokarogar. Orcs, this far in the forest, do your worst, greenskins. You will all die here today. Let's do this. Let's do another Frost Nova. And I don't think we need to commit a Flame Strike to this as well. But I am going to pop that Rune of Healing, since I don't want to have to run back here later. Warlock's Rod gives me 1 intelligence. Well, it's better than an empty inventory slot.
It shall be done. Outstanding. It shall be done.
So let's get back on the road, and let's see if there is anything up here. Probably more burnt tenders. For some reason, this just makes me think of chicken tenders, honestly. I don't even eat chicken tenders. I don't really like the flavor of chicken. So if you want to unsubscribe because I said that, that's your prerogative.
My people must be avenged.
And if you're already unsubscribed, why?
Pleasure.
Subscribe.
Do my best.
It'll definitely be worth your time, I swear.
It shall be done. I'll do my best.
Look. So is this immolation on this guy? It looks like it. Yeah, that burn. Makes sense.
Very good.
Feels like I don't need to use the potions on these Kirin Guardians because this map is really generous with runes. I almost feel like there should be fewer runes just so the Guardians would get to show off.
I am honored. For Lord Aron. Something.
And let's go across the bridge.
It shall be done.
No ambush on the other side, thankfully. If this was StarCraft 1, there'd be 5 siege tanks there.
I'll do my best. Very good. I'll do my best.
And this is a path.
Outstanding.
It's a road. It's an adventure.
Be done.
It's a cutscene. Well, you're not from around here, are you, strangers? If you're passing through Skyglade, I'm afraid the bridge is out. I like that he's named Jerome, I see, with a random apostrophe in it. We haven't been able to take our grain to market. Oh, I apologize, Prince Kael'thas, or your eminence. I had no idea that was you. There is no offense. Now, you mentioned that the bridge was damaged. Is there another way around? Yes, Prince Kael'thas, there is a rarely used path that leads through the forest and the river shallows, but it's perilous. The way is frequented by bandits and forest trolls, and Skyglade's garrison is too small to root them out. Cutthroats and feral savages, then? Just wonderful. Ah, if it's not too much trouble, Majesty, Skyglade Village was sending an armed caravan to alleviate our farm and the surrounding ones, but we expected them to arrive yesterday. Skyglade does not know what's delayed them. Very well. If we see this caravan, we'll send it your way.
We should move soon. I'll do my best.
So, that bridge definitely looks like it's not a bridge, but these guys will surely fix it by bonking the pillars with their hammers. It'll get rebuilt eventually. Wow, that child seems very magical. Also, I like how there's nothing stopping me from just murdering this child.
Very good.
Is there? Let's find out.
This is too easy.
Yeah, there's no penalty for doing that. Great.
Very good.
I'm glad Kel'Thuzad gets a head start on that sort of thing.
Shall be done.
So I guess this is the path we're supposed to go down. Looks like it's not going to be a great place to fight.
It shall be done. My people must be
Yeah, we're not getting to use our ultimates today, I don't think, if this is the rate at which we're leveling up.
my best. Very
The caravan from the village, what could have... Destroy these spiders. My people deserve better than to be a feast for these disgusting creatures. Hey, look, listen, they're very cute. I know they eat people, but they are not disgusting. They are beautiful animals. Forest troll and elves, tread with caution, Prince Kale. Forest trolls, those feral murderous beasts. The savages deserve nothing more than a painful death and an unmarked stinking pit for a grave.
my pleasure.
Yeah, Kel'Thuzad isn't really having that. I think he might have different views on this matter. Justice, avenge the fallen high elf soldiers.
I'll do my best. It shall be done.
So let's murder these dog people that have nothing to do with anything that just happened. I think that's a good and ethical use of our time. Let's run out the Sigil of Dalaran, get our mana back. Oh, these gnolls are pretty good at magic. They've got a rock golem. Mud golem. Well, you gotta start with the mud, and then you can work your way up to rocks.
We should move soon.
So we got Rebirth, so we get the Gnoll Overseer. That's good.
We should move soon.
I like how the huts are neutral hostile, so we auto-attack them. That's good. That is good quality of life. And we get a healing fountain here. And a Scroll of Protection, an item which I don't think is that good, but it's better than an empty inventory slot. So let's take the Arcane Barrage because it's new, and let's take the Frost. Actually, let's take Brilliance because we have so much mana stuff.
I feel edgy.
This way was definitely worth going because now we've got our loyal Gnoll Overseer,
I'll do my best.
which is something that's going to be on the front line that will take damage from Flame Strike, so it's bad in that sense, but
Very good.
in the sense that it could be useful because of that command aura on everyone, I think that's probably worth it.
Outstanding.
I mean, worst case scenario is I blow it up with a Flame Strike and I get back where I've started.
It shall be done.
So which way is the correct way? I'm just going to hope this is the wrong way, or rather, this is the way to the side quest.
I sense it.
One of the troll's lynxes, no doubt. We're close.
My pleasure. I'll do my best.
Let's have a look at this.
It shall be done. I'll do my best.
Amani trappers. Interesting. So it's not just forest trolls, it's a specific type of forest troll. And they did not show up with very good gear, it seems.
Very good. I'll do my best.
Eversong Stalkers. That is a lot of trolls in here. Let's pull the Overseer back and just use it as a platform
It shall be done.
for Command Aura, since it's taking a lot of damage. I don't want to lose that. Pull this guy back. Let's run out the Sigil of Dalaran, and we're starting to push through. Optional quest completed. Doesn't feel complete. Should probably complete when all the trolls are dead and not just the leader. Hood of Cunning is a dramatic improvement over every other item I've seen today.
We should move soon.
And with that catapult down, I get to count myself very lucky that targeted my heroes. If that had targeted my casters, that could have been really painful. Who is this? Oh, we're just murdering a civilian now. Cool. And those runes look suspiciously like I'm expected to flame strike something. Hello, you're people in boxes.
We should move soon.
And this Altar of the Loa seems pretty awkward to actually attack into. So, with this many units, I can't fit everything in one control group, so I'm going to transition into
How may I say? What is your wish?
slamming this button and getting a melee group and a ranged group. So this is a normal archer, this is a normal swordsman with a fancy appearance, and this is a initiate priest. Not as strong as the units I already had, but more units is better unless you traffic jam yourself and cause problems. And this means we can just cut into what is presumably closer to our original objective. Let's go back here and see if we can link back up with here.
I sense something elusive. We should move.
I'm not going to murder the raccoon because it made a cute noise at me. I was tempted until it did that. You win today, raccoon lovers. Murloc lovers, however, stay losing, apparently. Someday it will get a good Murloc campaign. Or maybe it's already out there and I just haven't played it. A dragon hawk. I've never seen one so closely before. They are truly majestic beasts. Careful, Archmage. Dragon hawks are deadly animals, especially those in the wilds. But they drop healing salves, though. Is that where healing salves come from? Is it dragon hawk blood? I'm going to assume it's dragon hawk blood. That's my new lore theory. And down there are some bandits. I actually had this whole take queued up about human bandits being in elven territory, but I've clearly been outplayed here, because those are clearly elf bandits in elf territory. That is a really nice touch. It's so weird that the Murloc Huntsman does so little damage at base. Like, the Tide Runner does more DPS than the Huntsman, despite being allegedly a lower level unit. I think that's part of why these big Murloc balls are so unthreatening, because you've got such a weak unit in the front often, doing, like, below level 1 unit level DPS. And you're flesh eaters. Cool. You don't normally see these on this continent. They're from the Kalimdor tile set. Rune of Greater Resurrection. For all of the units I lost fighting those Murlocs. Did one of your testers need this? Because if so, I'm really curious how their version of that fight went. I wish I had footage. It'd be so educational. Let's run out Sigil. I should be better about actually casting that. That seems like a very powerful ability. It would be super busted if I had 2 of this guy, because then I'd just have an unlimited mana engine. I wonder if I'm going to get to use the money for anything. Rouge Griffin Thief.
Is there something amiss?
Oh, a Murloc Chieftain. That seems like a custom unit. I don't recognize that stat line. That also means it's probably going to drop something, right? Since this isn't a mandatory fight. Will it be a good item? Taking all bet? And it is a Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. We're getting a lot of strength stuff for having 2 intelligence heroes. And strength isn't that good if you're standing in the back not taking any damage. Like, it is good when you're taking a lot of spell damage to stay alive. And this lady has light armor. That is very bad for her. And we've got these Rouge Woodsmen who have medium armor. We need to pull this guy back, taking a lot of damage. And the Rouge Sorceress, medium on that unit, seems suitable for the role, so that's just winning. Let's fire the big purple, and then let's destroy the tents. More strength stuff. Are we going to be taking Spellfire at some point, or... Let's do Sigil of Dalaran again, and let's make sure to fight these guys. It was interesting earlier that
What is your wish?
The Dragon Hawks were flying, but targetable by melee, presumably because they need to swoop down to actually hit our guys. But then, that guy was not vulnerable to anti-ground attacks, so clearly our guys don't magically just hit flyers. Why did that rock golem just randomly hurl boulder at that Murloc Tide Runner? I think the Murlocs and the golem aren't actually on the same team, which is unexpected. Scroll of the Beast? Okay, we're just full. I haven't felt the need to use any of my items.
What's the holdup?
Let's run out the Scroll of Mana, because having more mana is more good. There, up the hill at Skyglade at last. Looks like our escort is already waiting for us. Finally, we've reached the village. Greetings, Prince Kael'thas. The men and I are pleased that you have arrived safely, and your father eagerly awaits your return. Your escort is most timely, Ranger Captain. The roads into Skyglade were rather perilous. I'm afraid the caravan sent into the forest was destroyed by forest trolls. It is my honor, Archmage Kel'Thuzad. Those Amani beasts, if only we had the forces to spare, we could root them out. As it is, I will ensure that people are sent to give the dead a proper burial. It is good to see you again, Lorthamar. And you as well, my prince. Shall we begin our journey to the capital? I'm certain your father will be pleased to see you again. Of course. We can catch up on the road anyways. Lead the way. Excellent, Prince Kael'thas. Farstriders, we march for Silvermoon. And there's our victory screen. Short and sweet map. This really feels like a solid early campaign mission that introduces the faction, introduces the characters, introduces the units, and gives them a few things to do, while not just dumping a bunch of responsibility on the player out of the gate. And that's a really good place to start when you're working on a campaign. That should be everything. Signing off.